welcome to another episode of Two Puzzle Unicorns.
I'm Tammy McLeod.
And I'm Yvonne Foyt.
And today we have two special guests joining us.
Hello!
Today our guests are William and Lisa. They are the founders of Orange County Speed Puzzling, and they hold regular competitions in Orange County that attract puzzlers from all over Southern California.
Today we're going to give away a past competition puzzle of theirs. So stay tuned for a secret word to enter to win. So the puzzle we're doing today is another old competition puzzle of theirs, a custom one that they did with Ravensburger. Tell us about the image of the puzzle. Did you come up with it?
So we came up with this because we wanted to recreate what we go through when we put on a puzzle competition.
More specifically, you'll see that there's a lot of different items that an organizer for speed puzzling competitions would have, let's say like on their kitchen dining room table the night before the competition. So everything from the award certificates to the flyer from the competition to the sponsored Ravensburger drawstring bags to the name tags for all the participants, pens, pencils, a stopwatch, post-it notes for the swap table. So and then the competition puzzle itself. So it's very meta in the stylized representation of literally what Lisa's kitchen dining room table looks like at home the night before as we are preparing for the competition.
And the twist with this puzzle was this competition was on April 1st that year, April Fool's. So what we did was we put the puzzle upside down within the, what do you call it, the meta version of it.
It's a tessellation.
We kept twisting it, so each time it appears, it's upside down, then right side up, then upside down.
And a second anecdote to that is you'll see that in the puzzle image, it shows that it's a 5,000 piece puzzle.
Wow.
When we were working with Ravensburger, they really tried figuring out a way to have the puzzle box also say 5,000, but because it's a custom by Ravensburger puzzle, they just couldn't get that extra digit in there for us yet. So we tried, because that would have been really funny to have teams open.
Really
That would be a great April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
Yes, it would have. I'd be like, oh my god, this is fun. Well, actually, we
5,000
wouldn't have
pieces?
noticed, I don't think.
Probably not, because everyone's in competition mode as soon as you open the bag.
Rip it open and then dump it out, and then this looks like 500 pieces. So no one would have been
That's
like,
true.
It's true.
Until
No,
later.
No one's gonna be like, oh no, it says 5,000. So, how did you guys get into puzzling?
For me, I feel like it was a twofold thing because I puzzled in my youth as a kid all the time. My mom always had a puzzle table up. But then when COVID hit, then the whole world started puzzling indoors to pass the time. And that was sort of my second phase of puzzling, I call it. And so I just got hooked on it and wanted to find more and more puzzles. And they were sold out everywhere. So I started a local swap group on Facebook.
Oh.
And it was all trading and porch pickups. You would trade it, leave it on the porch, leave it out for the person to come and pick up. And as restrictions were lifted, then we started venturing outdoors and meeting each other in person. And my locations went from little local parks or greenbelt areas to larger parks and parking lots and empty lots, and grew to where it is now today. We're huge lots.
I actually found the Burbank puzzle swap group before COVID, like 2019, and it was all porch pickups and stuff like that. And then COVID hit, and then it got, more people started doing that more often, and then but they didn't grow any further. It's just swaps. That's it.
Individual swaps.
Yes, individual swaps, prearranged. There was Maggie.
Yeah. Hi, Maggie.
Who would put out a swap meetup, but she was the only one who did it, and then she moved to Illinois, I believe, and then we have no more swaps anymore.
Oh, come on, Burbank. You can do it again.
Mm-hmm. We're just not that active in like our we just swap. There's no meetups or any like getting to know the people you're swapping with or anything like that. So.
Yeah, as our swaps got bigger and we noticed a lot of regulars coming to them, then we started meeting after, and now all of our swaps have lunches after. So we all meet for lunch.
Can you pass a tray? I'm going to sort out this Ravensburger blue for Tammy, if you want it.
I was already starting to try to do it on the board.
I
So I
need
can
to.
reach. Thank you.
What about you, William? How did you start puzzling?
So early on, I remember I have a great puzzle memory of when I was younger, doing the puzzle, a kid's puzzle called 40 Hats for 40 Cats.
So cute.
Funny to note, I'm the rare non-cat person in the puzzling community now, which is pretty funny considering the first puzzles I would do as a kid were 40 hats for 40 cats, which are truly just 80 puzzle pieces, but there's 40 hats that get paired to 40 cats. And so I just would do that over and over and over again, my parents would say. So that was the earliest puzzle memory I can say I have. But now, in modern times, of course, safer at home orders, just like Lisa was saying earlier, was my reintroduction to puzzles. And so I would come home on the weekends and I would visit my parents' house. And so my brother and I would do all the puzzles we could. And we finished all the puzzles we could very quickly that we had. So we went online to order puzzles like everyone else did. And that's when I kind of fell in love with Ravensburger puzzles. We quickly finished the 1,000 piece puzzles that we ordered, moved on to 2,000 piece puzzles because there were still some of those left to order online, and then did a 3,000 piece puzzle and then said, these are still having us, like, we're still finishing these in like 3 days or so. Let's try this 5,000 piece puzzle. So we did, I think it's called Bizarre Town by Colin Thompson.
Oh, that's a difficult one.
Right? It took us 2 months to do.
Wow.
And we thoroughly enjoyed it. But I think really what it is using the time to our advantage in a way of really getting to have great conversation over a large format puzzle like that. And so that's definitely what brought me back into puzzling. And then back to Maggie, she had said, hey, William, because we worked together for a while, she said, you know that we could always like swap puzzles. Like you have all these puzzles that are done. If you don't have emotional attachments to it, let's swap them. Or do you know about these swap groups? I was like, I don't know anything about swap groups. And I found Lisa's swap group in Orange County. And so I went to my first swap shortly after, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So then after you guys met, then how did you get into organizing the other stuff that you guys, I mean, you organized the swaps. Is that just you, or do you?
That's just me.
That's
That's just me.
And then somehow you guys came up with the idea of Orange County speed puzzling.
That came out of after attending nationals.
In 2022.
2022, correct.
Yeah.
We discovered a lot of Orange County people there, so we naturally got together and had meals and lunches and hung out and had a great time. We all loved it. And when we came home after yet another swap, we went to lunch and we were just reminiscing about what a great time it was. And people were saying, we need to have something like that down here because there were no competitions in Orange County. I don't in LA either.
Yeah, nope.
Very rare.
Yeah, and everybody was saying, yeah, because this is only once a year. We want to do more of this. Somebody said, somebody needs to start this.
Famous last words.
And then they all kept talking and nobody made any kind of effort to start it. And so William and I just looked at each other across the table and we knew that we were going to be the somebodies. And I think we got on the phone that day when we got home from lunch.
That sounds about right.
And we started planning from then on.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I'll say that we really took our time when starting Orange County Speed Puzzlers. We started from the beginning of wanting to understand, or come up with a mission statement and really understand, okay, well, what is the need? If we're going to do this, let's make this a real organized, or have an organized structure as a foundation. And so that really helped with that early success of founding Orange County Speed Puzzlers, really understanding our purpose. And that our guiding principles we sometimes remind ourselves of when we're trying to develop something new, or we get an idea, or someone is offered an idea or gives a suggestion. We kind of always go back to our mission statement and what the founding purpose is. And one of the things is to constantly innovate or stay relevant. And so the most recent example of that is us realizing that when it comes to team competitions, we had been doing 500-piece puzzles. But our puzzle pros have been finishing those 500-piece puzzles in less than 30 minutes. So when people are making a big effort to come to these events and drive, down to us in Orange County, or even if they're locals, we want a great value. We want people to really use their time wisely. So we've realized, we think that our puzzlers' speedability has increased so much that we're not looking at 500-piece puzzles anymore for team competitions, and instead graduating with the abilities of the community to now do 1,000-piece puzzles for team competitions, because that's what we're seeing at the national level and at Worlds, right? So when we recently talked about that, it went back to those founding thoughts of staying relevant and staying purposeful for the community, right?
Yeah. I mean, you see at Worlds how everybody is just getting faster and faster, and it's happening here locally too.
Yeah.
And so, we want our events to be more than just a 20-minute outing.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, the team always paired it with team practice, because half of our team is from San Diego and half is so it's like a good place to meet up.
Oh, it's a good middle meeting spot, right?
And then practice a bunch, and then go to your thing and compete, and then that was like perfect for us.
So OCSP is about 2 years old now. So how has it been?
It's really 2 years. Wow.
It's been 2 years. Yes, can you believe it?
Well, since the beginning.
I know that, but it doesn't seem like it was 2 years. I thought it was last year.
Yeah.
Well, since the time.
February of 2022.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
Well, it's definitely grown at that time. How does it compare now to what it was when it started?
Well, we're up to about 975 members in the Facebook group. We think about 300 of those folks are still very active. We have about 100 people at each one of our competitions, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Competitors, yes.
So how would you say teams have developed, grown over the last 2 years?
Oh, I think we have a lot of people that are getting more into it and really want to improve their skills and their speed. So they meet on their own to practice. I mean, these are people who have never done it before and discovered speed puzzling, and then got involved with us. Now they're really working at it to get better and better, along with those who were already doing that. So I think the competitiveness has really grown, which is fun to see. And I do see progress in that, because we're now having teams finish now that before weren't as high up in the rankings, that they're now winning the competition. Our last competition, the winners, our open division winners, were the overall division winners. They beat the pros.
Oh, really?
And they took home our invitational trophy.
Oh, we should explain your different divisions.
Yes.
Oh, and the trophy's right here too. And
Imagine
Vaughn and Tammy's names are on there a couple of times, I'll say.
So this is our invitational division trophy. We have two divisions. We have one that we call our pro division, where advanced competitors come and compete, people who have gone to Worlds and Nationals and have won in the past or ranked, and we invite them to come and compete with us and have it a setting to practice competitive speed puzzling and improve their times. And they compete for bragging rights amongst each other. They don't qualify for the prizes and awards. Then we have an open division where everybody else competes. And the winners of our invitational division get this lovely trophy. So it's such a beautiful trophy that we know they want to keep coming back to try and get their hands on it. And they get to take that home and keep it and put their name on the trophy on each puzzle piece that we keep putting onto the trophy. And they bring it back next time for the next team to take home.
It's such a great idea.
Yeah, we wanted something because we know that folks in the invitational division aren't necessarily eligible for prizes. And so I think early on when we reached out, I think Ali Krasny had suggested, how about some sort of like a fantasy football league, they have some sort of like belt or trophy. And so we thought that was the perfect suggestion of still gamifying it, gamifying the competitions for our puzzle pros. There's always something for everyone, and actually there's a couple of different organizers from across the country who've reached out to us asking. You know, we have a couple people who are winning each time, which is amazing for them, but we don't want to discourage others. So what's the happy medium? How does Orange County Speed Puzzlers organize it in a way that it's welcoming to everyone? And so it's worked.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, to expound upon that, you guys have expanded to, because like your contests fill up really fast.
The fastest one ever sold out in 90 seconds, which was shocking. And that's when we were told, like, oh, we realized we really need to change our venue. That's when we doubled, right?
Yes, we started out in a local, what you call it, a brewery?
Yeah, it's a brewery.
Yeah, local brewery. But we were there with all the other patrons of the brewery, so it was quite loud. The lighting wasn't good, and we had to fight for space because we were growing, and we were taking up all their space. So, and then when things sold out, yes, we
That's
had
right.
to
We
cover
could-
the
that's
tables
right.
with butcher paper so puzzle pieces wouldn't fall through. So yeah, we realized we needed to get someplace else a little bit bigger so we could accommodate more teams, and even still, we could get more teams in there, and we do have the space, but we want to make sure that it's not too big and it's not too overwhelming of a competition. So I think we found a good number: 100 people, 50 pairs, 25 teams of 4. One or the other is how we do our competitions now.
But you're still growing, and you're still selling out.
We're still selling out. We still have waiting lists.
But we're also, when we talk about listening to the community, when I went back and rewatched the Nationals live streams from 2024 earlier this year, that's when I talked to Lisa. I was like, Lisa, listen to this soundbite from Val and Allie when they were on the live stream. They're talking about a 24-hour puzzle marathon that they wanted to go to in Belgium, but they can't go to it because it's right after Worlds and they don't want to fly back and forth twice. And I said, there might be something here. So Lisa looked at it as well. And Val's exact comment was, yeah, I wish someone would do that here in America, because I don't want to have to travel all the way to Belgium. We love you, Belgium, but we just don't want to travel all the way back there again for another competition. So then Lisa watched the video.
And then I think it was another of, we looked across the table at each other, but we looked across each other in Zoom and went, here we go again. Somebody's going to do it. And it's going to be us.
So we're not afraid to take risks.
No.
We're not afraid to try to say yes.
Do new things.
So yeah, if the community is asking for something, we're going to give it a try. We're not afraid of putting in the work, rolling up our sleeves, and trying something new. And so now for this that's developed into a 24-hour puzzle marathon.
Yes, I
Yes,
know. We're excited
that's our-
about it. It's coming up
for it. Oh, it's the
in
same team, right?
Yes, coming up in February, and it's teams of 8, but only 4 people at a table at once. And how many puzzles is it?
There will be 18 rounds of puzzling.
Okay,
And
you're
we
hoping
are
we don't finish it all.
we are prepared in case there are teams that finish. There may or may not be a few extra puzzles for you to continue.
Just in case.
Just so we have
Just in case.
contingency ready to go. But the official setup will be 18 rounds, 18 puzzles, all by different manufacturers.
Wow.
So you will have no repeat manufacturers. You all get to try something different, hopefully something new for some people. And we have a lot of new people. We don't even know who they are. They're signing up. We're excited to meet all these newcomers. People are flying in from all over the country.
I mean, it's
So
a unique
cool.
event, so yeah,
Yeah, well, no one
It
else
is.
is doing it.
not in the US at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have people traveling in from all over the country. We have folks on the East Coast. We have folks from Atlanta and Minnesota. We have a lot of folks from Minnesota. We have some from Las Vegas. We have some from Northern California. So when we look at the list of people who have been signing up, we've been honored, flabbergasted, thrilled. There's all the different emotions about how many people are willing to travel for this. And so it's really exciting for us, but we've put in a lot of effort to think through everything. We really looked at the Belgium event and understood their logistics. And so that's how we arrived at 18 puzzles. They have 18 puzzles, and it doesn't look like people really finish that many puzzles in that amount of time. But of course, we have pro puzzlers.
That sounds like a
Come in.
challenge.
Yeah.
Is what I hear.
Yeah. So and the Belgium event, we think that it's 18 rounds of 1,000 piece puzzles. In order to increase that difficulty for our pro puzzlers to make sure no one finishes, we have several rounds that are going to be 1,500 pieces as well.
I believe in previous rounds of the Belgium event, they had 15.
Oh, they have. Okay. Okay. So we're going to hedge our bets just in case, and so we have several rounds of 1,500 piece puzzles in there just to make sure teams don't finish all of them afterwards.
I don't think you'll be able to take individual competition event performance as a benchmark, because that's going to be the stamina issue as well.
We agree.
100%. I'm curious to see how you all are going to figure out who's staying up puzzling at 1 to 4 in the morning and
I've got a shirt
who's
for that.
going to be going to bed.
Yeah, that's a perfect shirt to wear. This is probably for you right here.
I puzzle way past my bedtime, because I often do.
Well, that's a perfect shirt to be wearing at 3 in the morning. As you test your puzzle stamina. These are all going to be on their certificate. This will be on the border of the certificate.
Oh, here I am.
Because even in speed puzzling, there's some of us we discover we're better at sprints. Some of us discover we're better at the long run for like a larger puzzle.
And that was one of the comments that they made on the live stream, the board members, when they were talking about that. Yeah, we don't want just who's the best at 1,000 piece Ravensburger puzzles. We want the all-around best puzzler. We want someone we want to see who's the fastest at landscapes and what are some of the other puzzle styles, like digital art,
Gradients.
scenic, grainy. So all the different versions of puzzle art there is out there. Let's find the best all-around puzzler.
And that was the fun in trying to pick out all the puzzles, trying to make sure we had everything represented so we could make our best effort to please everybody with a puzzle that somebody would like, at least say, oh, I love that puzzle.
That's really thoughtful of you. Yeah.
We'll see how that works out, but that was the goal.
I'm going to pass all the puzzle edges that are going to be in that upper left corner.
This one go. Oh, this goes over here somewhere. Oh God.
That's going to be kind of in the center right next to right there is about it. In addition to the 24-hour puzzle marathon being a competition, it's also a fundraiser for the City of Hope. And the City of Hope helps with cancer research and patient care across the country. And so we found that in our community of Orange County, there's a lot of folks who have been helped by City of Hope, whether that was folks who've been helped in the past or even currently. And so since it was a organization that's near and dear to both Lisa's heart and my heart, we figured that would be the perfect recipient for us to be able to do this competition in honor of. So far, as of today's recording, we are halfway to our goal of $10,000 raised for the event.
Wow.
Yeah, participants so far for the event have helped raise $5,000. So there's always room for more donations, and so hopefully, if you look below in the
Description.
the video description, perfect, right here below, you should be able to see the links for both Tammy's donation page and Yvonne's donation page. So no pressure on who you choose to donate through, but click on one of their links and you can help their team, because teams...
Put a team page too. Just put a team page.
Oh, right on the team page. There you go.
Put the team page up. You can also choose who to donate.
Because the team that raises the most, actually our top 3 fundraising teams, will each get to choose a different fundraising incentive. And some of them are more for like casually, like outside of the competition, just like in the recreation room that they have. There'll be some small prizes or food items specially for them if they're one of the fundraisers.
Hunger Games.
I know.
No. This is just fun, easy stuff.
You get more food.
You get more puzzles. Actually, one of them is more puzzles. You get a puzzle basket.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it'll come down in a little umbrella down to your table.
A parachute. Does it have healing balm too?
One of the prizes is what we're calling the 1 hour power hour for a playlist power hour, where they had to choose the event music that everyone gets to listen to for about an hour. So like if you want to have all your jams like pumping you up for an hour at like 2 in the morning, you can select that. Or the one we think teams are going to want to select the most is getting to choose the order of the first 5. Is it the first 5 puzzles?
Yes.
They get to choose the order of the first 5 puzzles to their strengths.
Wait, but then does that mean they get to see the puzzles beforehand, or
5 days before, they will meet with Lisa and I on Zoom, so they will get to see them. But we've picked ones that hopefully they can't source that quickly to practice them. We don't think they're going to want to do that, nor should they. But that means absolutely they will get to see the first 5 puzzles before everyone else. So that's really an incentive. So if you want to help the team that the Puzzle Unicorns are on, please donate below, of course, to a good cause. What's your team name that they can donate to?
No sleep till breakfast.
That's perfect. So if you want to help their team get one of those incentives, please help them fundraise and click on the link below.
So if people are interested in signing up, is there still spots available?
There are still a few spots available. We have a limit, but there are still spots available. So if you want to compete and join all the fun, go to orangecountyspeedpuzzlers.com, and on the front page, there's a big old link to click on, and you can sign up to participate. And if you want to join the fun, but you don't want to participate, you can volunteer. We have lots of volunteer spots available, and we could use a lot of help to put on this great event from our puzzle community.
We'll definitely put the links below too.
Awesome.
Can anyone participate? Not just Orange County, not just Southern California.
Yeah, this competition is open to novices and puzzle pros alike.
Okay, and then from anywhere in the country, I assume.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
the world?
Absolutely, yeah. We invited.
World.
Come on, Kiara. Come on over. Dion, bring your friends.
Oh man. Anyone in the world can come to Orange County, California.
Yeah, we have a lot of theme parks here that you can come to. So there's plenty to do outside of the
Orange
competition.
County is home of Disneyland, so I think you guys would have some incentive to come and go do some puzzling and other tourist attractions.
Yeah, there's a presidential library. There's some great museums down here. There's plenty to do before and after the competition. And actually, that's what people were asking is, hey, do you have a list of things we can do before and after the competition? So you better believe one of our last emails that we sent out to the team captains included a whole list of things that you can do in Orange County when they make their way over here. Like, it's really great that they're coming to our backyard for a competition. So,
and just so you know, Orange County is very close to Los Angeles, so you can just fly into LAX. And also, you guys will, I assume that anyone in the world can sign up for volunteering as well, right?
Absolutely. We have lots of different positions available that we could use help with. You can help with notating the times as the teams finish the puzzles. We're going to have a rec room that the teammates that are not competing at the time can just chill out in and do more puzzles, or where they're going to eat or just socialize. So we're going to have rec room monitors in there, setup help, striking down, food service help. So there are all kinds of ways that people can come and help out and still participate.
Just still sounds like it's going to be a very big party despite the competition.
I think so, yeah.
you know, that's actually it's one of the reasons that a lot of the puzzlers from around the country are coming. Some of them reached out and said, like, for example, the Reuter sisters, they said, William, like, here we are with you in Spain now, but like, we don't even get a chance to talk because we're in competition mode. Like, let's hang out sometime. And so they're excited to come down to do the competition. And when they're not competing, they said they're going to be in the rec room the whole time, just chatting with all of their puzzle friends from across the country that they wouldn't have had time to otherwise just casually talk with. So they specifically cited that they're looking forward to hanging out in the rec room, literally just from a communal puzzling perspective, and getting to just spend time with their friends slightly outside of a competition setting.
That's cool.
I agree with that sentiment, because like the last time I went to Worlds, there were so many people I knew but there were so many more puzzle events that was happening in competition. The amount of downtime for me felt like wasn't as much, and it was harder to spend time just being social.
Yeah.
So it's great that this event is big enough of a draw to people from outside our local community, that we have the opportunity to socialize with them.
I think the rec room is going to be the hot place to be during this event. Maybe even more so than any competition room.
Then I'm not going to get any sleep.
Before sleeping back into the rec room, we'll just have a big sleepover party in that room. Yeah, just like when you were like a teenager in your backyard.
That was actually the first thought of how we were going to set this up. The rec room, we were going to have inflatable mattresses and people could sleep there and rest, and then we realized nobody's going to be sleeping in that rec room. We need to come up with a different plan for overnight resting.
And what you just described was your puzzle camp.
Yes.
That's what you just described with sleepover, sleeping bags.
But that's the fun part of it.
Well, it worked so well because you literally just get to focus on friendships and puzzles, or friendship with the backdrop of puzzles. That's what was so successful about it. So it was, we totally get that. And so that's why we have the rec room established, because people will want to spend time with each other outside of the formalized part of the competition.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy that you have included an accommodation for that.
Yeah. There's some strange things that we've also thought through for the puzzle marathon. Like one of them is we know that all of our Puzzlegram participants are going to want to take pictures with all the puzzles their team finished during the 24 hours. But the reality is there's not enough room in the competition room for us to keep all of those completed puzzles. So we're instructing teams to finish the puzzle, take a picture of it, and then put it away, like box it back up, just like you would in a formalized competition before you open your next puzzle. But Lisa and I, ahead of time, are completing all the puzzles as well. So one, we get to do them ourselves. Two, make sure the quality is up to our standards and that we picked well, right?
Yes.
And then three, we're going to have it at the end of the competition set up in the rec room, so all the teams can go and take pictures with the puzzles that they did, not the exact ones, but the puzzles that they did do during the competition. So everyone gets that picture that they wanted, but we don't have to have stacks and stacks of completed puzzles.
That's a lovely idea.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that because I was a little sad that I don't
Yeah.
have a record of the puzzle.
It was the number. Whenever we do 2 puzzles in a row, the first one I never get a good picture of.
Same.
Because in such a hurry.
Yeah.
I usually grab a still frame of the blurry time lapse I was taking.
And I have to say, the puzzles are so much fun.
Yeah, they are.
I've gone through about 7 or 8 of them already.
I was about to say how many have you
Oh
done
my
so far?
goodness. They're awesome. I'm so excited. I was really excited selecting them. We really looked through a lot of different
Thank you.
images and everything, and I think we pretty easily came to agreement on each one that we wanted to do for that manufacturer, and they have just been a blast to do.
Yeah, it was really interesting of a process to pick it out. We had our first choices for each one of those manufacturers once we figured out which manufacturers would be able to assist us with wholesale for this specific competition, which was very kind. Again, the puzzle community is just so generous, manufacturers included. So that was super fun to have like a short list of puzzles, and then based on which manufacturers said yes to us for certain puzzles, we were able to use our top first, second, or third choice for each of the manufacturers overall for the full event. So we are really excited with how everything turned out. And the amount of back and forth Lisa and I have had from communication is like, did you see what we just got? Like, yes, I just saw it. It's so exciting. Oh, they're going to love it. I don't know who loves it more, us or the competitors.
Oh, every time we get an email, your Google form has a new competitor that signed in. We're like, oh my God. And we text, did you see? Yes, I saw it. Where it's like we're instantly on our phones all the time checking, waiting for the registrations to come in. And it's still so exciting.
It gives you the same dopamine hit as putting in a puzzle piece. Like, yes, I did. Yes, we got another one. It's so awesome.
You're getting all the pieces together.
It's true. It's totally true. All right, so this is the bottom of that box. Do we want to slide it in, or do we need to keep it?
I don't know how to connect it yet.
So it's going to be right there. It's getting close.
Have you already shared how many teams will be participating in total? Or at least that you have you will be accommodating?
So for the competition, we have room for 15 teams total, and we are almost sold out. So by the time this airs, we might be sold out, we might not, but we have room for a few more teams. So if you're interested and you're hearing about it for the first time, definitely visit orangecountyspeedpuzzlers.com and click on the marathon event to see if there's still registration available.
I mean, if you still want to come, you can still just volunteer.
Yeah, there won't be room for any spectators, but we will try to do some Instagram live streams. I'm not sure if it's going to be us or different folks on Puzzlegram, so stay tuned for more on that, I'd say, right?
Yep, we're going to do something to at least get it out there for you to see what's going on.
Cool.
Man, I have that corner of wood grain. It's going to go here, and those two up there are going to go at the very bottom by Yvonne.
Thank you.
Thank you. One of the other things I'm looking forward to is just the continual ability to communicate with puzzlers from across the world and find best practices and share best practices. Recently, I talked with a puzzler on the East Coast who was trying to organize their own events, but they have just a few folks that they consider pros, and then everyone else is considered like a first-time competitor, and so they're really trying to find the balance between being able to host an event that accommodates both or honors both abilities or both types of abilities. And so having those benchmarking conversations or sharing best practices is something I'm looking forward to. And honestly, after coming back from Worlds, meeting friends and now having friends who are involved on the Australia team, and then folks from the Netherlands and folks from Finland now, the world is becoming much smaller when it comes to speed puzzling. And so being able to open dialogue between the different countries to share those best practices is something that I'm really looking forward to over time.
That's cool. Yeah, that's something I found that going to the first couple of world events really opened up for me, just meeting other puzzlers from different countries. And it was a very valuable experience because now I get to ask them like, just how things are done in a different place, because there's so much you can learn from other people.
Yeah. And the sharing of ideas is really nice, because then you're like, oh, that's a great idea. I should definitely, look into see how we can apply it here.
And it works so well because puzzles are not language specific activity.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Fun fact, these name tags were all members of our family.
Your
that's
family?
right. Yes.
I keep looking here. My sons are here. Derek and Jake, those are my sons.
Robin and Thomas are Robin.
They're Robin's
Yeah.
brother, yeah.
And Robin was amazing. Thank you, Robin. You're amazing. They're so generous to us and helping us with this kind of stuff.
They were very helpful to the USAJP when we were first starting up the first US nationals as well.
Yeah. They were involved from the beginning, and I don't feel like you didn't have to convince them to help you.
No.
They were just like, yeah, let's do it.
We could have achieved what we did that first year without their involvement and help.
Yeah.
When we told them about name tags, we knew that we wanted to try to put our family members in there. So I have my brother, my mom, and my dad's names on there. We specifically had room for 2 more, and so we put Robin and Tomas in there. They were super excited, and of course now Robin has her name on a custom Robbinsburger puzzle. So it's super fun for them as well.
That's awesome. Almost done. Nothing but
One
orange
more.
left. Orange County speed puzzling.
Of course, and all orange pieces left as last. Oh.
Oh, it's a challenging one.
Hooray! Look how beautiful it is.
I love this puzzle. Actually, the design is so cute.
Thank you.
We do
That's
too.
fun.
I think it's time to choose a secret word.
Yeah. Will you guys do the honors?
Well, how about something we've been talking about?
How about marathon?
I like it.
So enter marathon in the comments below, and to win this past Orange County speed puzzling contest puzzle.
Yeah. So just like finishing a competition at Orange County Speed Puzzlers, we would have a prize for our winners. So you 2 are our winners today. So we each have a prize for you. Ready?
1, 2.
We have
Our
brand new.
newest OCSP premium lanyard.
Ooh,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
This is perfect for pins.
Right?
Yes.
Thinking that. Now we're going to start a tradition of pins at OCSP.
Well, guess what? You have your pin. We have the one. I have the one from Worlds.
We gotta make a 2 puzzle unicorn pin now.
Oh, that's perfect.
Graphic design is my passion.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Yes.
for coming.
Of course.
And of course, 2 puzzle unicorn mugs.
I'll have
did
some
it.
water. I'll drink to that.
I didn't draw this because this is much better than what I could have drawn.
Everything tastes
work
better
out.
in a unicorn mug.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then, so the next thing. So William, explain your idea for our competition bit.
So Lisa and I were chatting, trying to figure out what can we do with the puzzle unicorns, and so the puzzle unicorns. And so we thought, how about cooperative puzzle chess?
So instead of competing when playing the chess, you're working together.
As a pair.
As a pair against another team. So that's
Working
the
as a
speed,
pair.
but working as a pair cooperatively. So we can give that a try.
Yeah.
That means you can't steal pieces from your partner.
No, you have to.
Can we communicate? Like, I see that one. You
Yeah,
take
and then
that one
also
next.
you have.
I don't see why not.
Because normally you're trying to keep it all in your head silently.
Because now you're trying to get the obvious pieces in. So you're not trying to block someone else from getting tough ones. You're actually trying to set each other up for success.
Huh.
Well, we're all either going to like it or we're going to be like, that didn't work.
Who knows? It could be a new OCSP competition if
Yeah.
it works.
I mean, like when all the people who finished in the first half of the thing, you just set that up.
Totally.
There we go.
We have options.
Yeah.
Let's find out together.
Yeah. Well, also, usually it's Tammy and me against
Oh.
guests. So I think this time though, you guys would probably prefer it if we didn't smoke you entirely.
I'm sorry, what are you saying? I don't know what you mean. Yes, we would love that. We would love that. We would love that. Let's do it.
Yeah. So we'll split up and they'll split up.
Okay.
Sounds great. Because you've already been crowned as the winners. We already know. We're just.
I mean, it's also evident.
Oh, absolutely. How many times has your name been on there? Several. We're just happy to have been invited.
All right, let's put this puzzle away and get some to competing.
Yeah.
To me,
If
I
I
would
start
do that
thinking crash
last.
talking, my
Yes,
brain starts
100%.
faltering because
But we
it
gotta
takes
build the
a lot
border
of like-
first, right? So
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
idea is
it
to build the
depends.
border. So
Okay.
we're gonna.
All right, so we'll cooperatively build the border.
Yes, okay. We should both do this. It gives us a chance to
Oh,
get
we're
used to the
doing this
puzzle.
lovely workshop, flamingos ice skating,
Is that the name of it? Flamingo ice dance.
because it's wintertime and
In California, there's always snow. There's snow in the mountains.
Yes. There's snow somewhere.
Where would you like the puzzle, the three pieces? Towards the bottom of the table? On both sides?
I would. Oh, half and half, or is it better? Yeah, we can do it on the bottom.
I think maybe half and half, but not on the sides of the. Because
Okay.
then you
To me,
have
it
to
doesn't
reach over
matter
the puzzle in front
what
of
So
you.
angle
I'll
I
start putting them down here.
Sideways,
Although
upside
you're
down.
taking turns.
no, I
side
meant
up.
like where do you want the
Doesn't
free
matter.
the non-border pieces?
Okay, these are the
Oh, I see what
borders.
you're saying.
The pieces to grab.
Oh,
Let's see. We can use the image.
I guess that's good.
We can. Oh, that's right. That was
work for
silly of me.
Let's
Come
take
on.
every advantage we have.
Yeah, that was amateur hour over here.
We are fine.
Is that cheating?
All right.
Well, that's our strategy.
Yeah. Free placing puzzle pieces where they're gonna go.
What? Who's saying that?
What are you talking
What?
about?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that what you're doing?
No, that would be cheating, right?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
we're
now you've
trying
given
something
them
for
an idea. You're giving them an idea. You build a border, and I will just randomly place pieces.
Randomly. Yes, that's what I heard.
What's happening over there?
We are randomly placing pieces up.
I don't know if I like this.
I'm sorry for getting in your way.
Th-
Oh wait,
There's no sorry, no apologizing.
Oh, here we go.
No apologizing.
I forgot I needed to get out of courtesy mode.
I'm sorry for saying sorry. How many times have you heard that? Sorry. Don't say. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know how
no,
long
I'm
you-
really sorry.
Like, in a partnership, you know it's been a while since you practice if you start saying sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Sorry.
Why are you so sorry?
Sorry. No, totally meant to do this. I'm in your face.
It's
See, I'm really bad at this trash talking thing.
look, trash
We're
talking is
done
just not
over
in our
here,
heart.
guys. Slackers. Are you
Slacking.
guys like taking up so much time because you prearranging your pieces?
You hey, we agreed. You can come over here and go choo 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 choo. Come on over. Come on over here. These are all for you.
What if we take like flip flop some pieces around?
Great, then you'll know what those are, and then I won't. Okay. You ready to? You need to. Some of these.
Are you putting it all on top?
No.
Alright then.
Oh, we can redo whatever you want.
Alright, let's
Do whatever you want
them
over
all.
there,
Okay.
guys.
make them all not like on top of each
All
other.
right, we are ready when you are.
Not done. There's one flip over.
Oh, almost.
All right.
So the person on the left goes first.
Sure.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Go!
Oh, can I talk to you?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. We had this
looking for
discussion earlier.
I'm looking for the three now.
Oh, the three.
Okay, I'm looking for this 4.
Okay,
This 4 is going to be obvious. I don't think you're allowed to tell me, but I'm just going to talk out
Oh
loud.
wait, we're not allowed to tell people?
Or-
I don't know how
Yeah,
this works
it's
anymore.
content.
We should have made up some more.
okay.
This is the first time.
What do you want to do? We can talk. We can talk.
Okay, we can talk.
We can talk. I just I'm not going to say like, oh, that one's right there. That exact one you're going for is right there. Like, I guess we could.
No one put any rules in.
Okay, great. Then we'll do whatever we want. We'll learn afterwards. So you're looking. All right.
I'm going to continue working in this area.
Okay.
But it's your turn.
Oh, it is?
I believe so.
No, okay. Well, then I'll take it. Okay, great. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's. Nice.
I felt like we were falling back.
I don't know why this piece was like.
There's a lot. That was tripping me up.
I think once I noticed that this part was happening, you see the colors, that's when I was like, okay, I can tell the difference now.
Go, go, go. You got this.
We communicate well.
You just have to do that with me and Pierce.
I don't say anything in pairs.
I know. But you talk to new people. You just.
Oh, that's because I expect you to just read my mind.
Yeah. Hooray!
Yay!
These might show up at the Puzzle Marathon Rec Room then.
Ooh.
On Facebook, if you want to join my swap group and participate in all of our bi-monthly swaps, it's South OC Puzzle Exchange. And on Instagram, I am Lisa Does Puzzles with the underscores in between.
You can find Orange County Speed Puzzlers at our website of orangecountyspeedpuzzlers.com. And you can also follow us on Instagram. You'll find Orange County Speed Puzzlers. And then my personal Instagram is The Puzzle Ear, spelled THE_PUZZLEAR.
This has been another episode of Two Puzzle Unicorns.
Remember to like
And subscribe.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Thanks, George, for your camera and lighting gear and expertise. And thank you, Matt Gully, for your sound equipment.